Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on
All right.
It's hard to imagine this not being a fun game to watch. It's the Bengals going up against the Vikings. So I could give you all the innocence.
Larry, it's the newest facility in the NFL, and it is a beauty as we come to you from U.S. Bank Stadium here in Minneapolis. Tonight, the preseason draws to a close with a good matchup between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Minnesota Vikings.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
Hello again, everyone. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon.
F. Damn. I shouldn't have put him on a... Damn, I shouldn't have put him on a practice squad yet. I should have waited. Ah, damn. I should have waited. For my other running back on the practice squad already. So, who out there? Mm-mm. Okay, I see you, Chris. Hell no. Hell no.
Partner, I think we can safely sum up the goal this final week of the preseason with 3 simple words. Don't get hurt.
And make sure you follow that mantra, okay?
So I think I figured out it ain't me
Going into the season,
for my kicking shit.
starters will play very little, if
It's
at all,
not
in
me.
this game. A lot
It
of
ain't.
guys fighting to make the roster because after this game's over, we get down to the 53-man number, and guys will be fighting like mad to be included in
I
it.
think when I play computer on good, when I play users, I'm like, it's like a delay for some odd reason.
Back to former Louisville Cardinal Teddy Bridgewater.
To me, the best part of Teddy Bridgewater's game is his decision-making. Very smart, loves to watch the game, loves to analyze it, and he does it so well, he takes care of the football and keeps his team in good spots.
Now a handoff here to his running back. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. The starters now on offense, and Stephon Diggs, our first chance to see him today.
Brandon, remember we had this conversation about how highly recruited he was in high school. Didn't quite live up to it in college due to some injuries, but boy, has he hit the NFL like a bomb. Stephon Diggs, a crafty, mature route runner who can go the distance.
run it now out of the gun. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's third down. And while we have a moment, let's meet the starters defensively for the Cincinnati Bengals.
And they wanted to update and beef up their secondary, and they did that with their first-round selection. William Jackson, the third out of Houston, has speed, good eyes in the secondary, and is aggressive on the corner.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. They'll give it to him right up the gut. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
All right, partner, despite my eating habits, I'm not big enough to play offensive tackle, nor am I quick enough. But with the defensive ends nowadays and their speed, those guys have to be able to punch and dance, and it's a tough, tough job to contain them.
That's fielded at the 8-yard line. It looked like he might beat that last man. He doesn't, though, but it goes as a
he ain't played his game yet.
return. And the Bengals take possession.
Oh, shit. He probably won't. I don't know, he probably will.
To throw, McCarron. And his first pass is incomplete. Chris Moore was the intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. McCarron. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that'll make it 3rd down. Still in search of the first down after that last completion. Defense thinking pass. They've got the nickel set out on 3rd and 6. Now a shotgun snap as Hernandez is going to be incomplete.
No.
There are a good number of coaches that anytime they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
Ah, damn.
And this will be touched by a member of the kicking team inside the 20.
That's the first.
17-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession. See if they can get a little
That's
momentum.
a fucking first.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you got called and you want to see how the defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got a look at it, get a sense. Let's see
Oh,
if they open things up
shit.
a little bit.
Things I can see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. The young connection hook up there. Bridgewater to Diggs. 44 yards. Good use of the pass there to pick up the first down against a defensive look that they had specifically prepared for, they told us, coming into this one.
Certainly seems like they're holding all the right cards now, doesn't it?
Right here,
because of their preparation. Went back, watched the tape, studied the tendencies, and they feel like they have
He didn't want to get hit, so he went the other way.
to use the pass against them.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down at 6.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
3rd down is the down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win. And the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
Oh, god
And this
damn.
will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And the Vikings have a 3-0 lead. A little bit of a lower trajectory there on the deep kick, and it worked.
I don't know if I overran it or what.
This fielded at the 2. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Who this on? Face mask? Uh-oh. He probably won't burn him. It's worth a shot now. I think I had. Ah, damn. Fuck that. Run that back.
Well, partner, I guess that answers the question about whether they're going to sit on it or not.
It does. Now we'll see if they try.
Yeah, I know. He ain't have a. I wasn't even trying to hit him for real, for real. I was looking at the wrong letter. Nope.
You go way more conservative to finish the half, you know? I think that's the way they'll go.
Eluding the pressure right. And they will not get the connection there. It's
I see you be here.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete.
That's what I was probably trying to hit for real, for real.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. A gain of 19 and picking up the first.
Well, the advantage certainly shifted to the defense as we began that third down play, and they found a way to foil it and pick up a first down.
Third time's a charm, right? 2 incompletions. Had to have it on third, and they got it.
Yeah, they stuck with it, weren't daunted at all, and picked it up.
And on the ground they go with a running back. And he'll get this across
Just
the
outside.
40 and up to about the 42-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second.
He's like, no, I'm not a juker.
So many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Going to throw right side here, complete. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time.
I should juke inside, not outside.
Third down. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
Some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. Just they move, and they know it affects the defense. Because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary. And I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
Whoa, why is he in my game?
From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw.
AJ, he in my slot. Slot right.
Give him 16 on the pickup.
Oh, I know why.
First down.
I did just put a nigga on practice rock while I played my game.
Quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come
Right
over and
there.
put a hit on him, do they?
Now a play fake here on first down.
Ooh, that was a touchdown. Run that back.
On the release as this will be incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback,
Didn't work.
a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit and forced an incompletion.
Firing quickly here, and it's complete. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and all of a sudden here, it's third down.
The goal of the wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there? Swarming to it, did not allow that to happen, did not let him get downfield.
They'll look to throw again. Underneath here to Hill. And he
See, yeah, I messed up.
first down at about the 21-yard line. Face mask penalty, and Charles.
See, yeah, I messed up. I put in, but I cut people before I played this game, so people, so some of my starters gonna be playing.
He's got time.
Oh,
Vikings pick up the football. And a big turnover there.
Yes, I think that was my damn.
And now out comes Minnesota. And fortunate to get points on the board
Oh,
last time. They
third
didn't
string
really feel
quarterback.
good to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that. And they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to be taken down right at about the 15-yard line. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go.
Good defense, y'all.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively.
I'm tripping. I'm tripping hard. I'm gonna say, what the hell my running back doing in the back on the defense?
Handed it to the runner, and the tackle was there right away for a loss of yardage.
Oh shit! I don't expect that nigga to punt it. Damn.
It's taken to the 26.
Damn.
So just a lone field goal in this first quarter of play. 3-0 is our score. We're back to Minneapolis in just a moment.
This presentation of the NFL on EA Sports is brought to you by Snickers. You're off your game when you're hungry. Snickers satisfies.
Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, and it's the Bengals. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And so close.
So why is he in my game? So do I got a man? You put this nigga out? All right, this gonna be your last possession.
It's really disappointing, not just for the guys on offense.
I mean, your last play, not possession. Goddamn.
Players too who thought, hey, we'll put some points up and have a little momentum going. They've got to find a way to just get it out of their minds, let it go, and move on to the next series. I think that's a big-time play there because the slant route is really hard to cover because the timing is so quick. But able to see it, diagnose it, and get to the football, that's why he's able to bat it away.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
Well, here we go now. An extra defensive back in there on 3rd and 10. They'll set up to throw. And that's complete to Croft. Well, we saw the practice film this week. They wanted to focus on these intermediate passing plays, and it paid off there.
And they took that focus not just to the practice field, but in the film room to show the guys exactly what they wanted, what types of looks they should expect to get, and how they would beat those coverages each and every time, and it paid off on that play.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
He'll drop to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chain.
Where that nigga Hawk at?
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
They'll run it with Dixon. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain.
Yeah, Hawk's still here.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. And here comes play number 6 on this drive.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Come on, you gotta get back though. You gotta. They opening the holes for you, nigga. You gotta just run through there. You tilt to it.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. They'll take that any time you hand the ball to him back.
And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11.
I always appreciate runners who understand situations. That was just 3rd and inches. No reason to dance around in the backfield and try and break off a bigger play. Just go pick up the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
They'll look to throw now.
Oh, shit.
Nowhere to go.
God damn it.
And the Vikings pick up the football. Fighting it all.
Just ran right through the trash.
And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line.
You know, this is the regular season partner. We've been talking about just how costly a mistake that was, but probably good for him to
I
get
tried
it
to
out
strip
of the
it.
system right now.
Just hope for him and the team it's not a sign of things to come.
Yeah, without a doubt. Plus, you got to worry about making the team. Those types of errors don't help you.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
They'll run again with Vereen. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
The defense won that play so fast that I think if the running back even had time to notice if anyone was there, it was just a blink of an eye, and there was a loss on the play.
Oh, and the hard
I know you didn't just jump.
This might be a first down.
This one just gave him a first down, you dumb bitch.
So that's the word from the referee. Neutral zone infraction, 5 yards.
And, of course, the defense is always pointing at the offense about how they drew them across. Flag goes against the defenders on that one.
Here we go. Green, 39.
They go play action here on first down.
Oh!
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 17 yards.
Nah, damn. Never mind. They answer for you.
And the defense with their backs against the wall a little bit here as the offense is in the red
Bitch
zone.
Banks. Bro.
Here's Vereen. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
I could have had a fucking pick, but I'm trying to go for a big hit and shit.
Something certainly applied. That was fast. Defense diagnosed the play, and it was over in a heartbeat.
I got time. I got time. Banks off tomorrow anyway.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's brought down.
Banks off anyway, that's why he in the party.
Sets him up 1st and goal. And now the passing game here in the 2nd quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it, now the confidence is starting to rise. I think now's a play caller because
not this time.
You lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
When we talked about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where they're going to go. I might come right back at them with the same play, the same set, and see if they can stop them.
Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. He got halfway home there, down to the 1, but a good job of keeping him out of the end zone.
Exactly. Halfway home isn't all the way home, right? They feel pretty good about keeping him out on that play.
They'll try to run it with Vereen. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. More from Minneapolis after this. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And that will make it 6-0. So give him 3 there. A good drive gets him inside the 5, but they couldn't punch it in.
And credit this defense, too. That was the old bend but don't break approach. But it kept the offense out of the end zone.
Fielded about a yard deep. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
Difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Oh, he's still in the shit.
It'll be second down. Big boys down there in the trenches, and a nice play to stop them cold.
No good.
Yeah, when you talk about big boys, you're talking about those defensive tackles, those nose tackles. They're not just big, they're immense. And what a big-time play there.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
You should get it.
2 yards to go here on third down. On third and short, it's Dixon. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They'll run. It's Dixon. And out now come the Vikings. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So the offense took the timeout. Looks like they're ready to go as we get set to resume the action. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. A dump off to Perrine. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And we're back. The offense had a chance to talk things over. We'll see what they come up with here on this next play. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Touchdown, Vikings! Their dangerous wide receiver as the first half is winding down. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
Justin Tucker for the extra point. And he's got it to make it now 13-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. They'll start the drive with Dixon. is up past the 35-yard line. So we are, never mind, Larry, forget your halftime report. Apparently, we are set for the third quarter of action already. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. And the dreaded face mask penalty, that's going to cost him 15 yards.
And it's such a dangerous play. Body going one way, and then your head gets yanked back the other. 15 yards is the right call.
He'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
On second down, it's Dixon. And he'll be tackled right on the midfield logo. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on third down.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
On third down, here's Dixon.
Ooh.
And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10.
The more football I watch, the more I want to check and see if teams are going to panic when they're down on the scoreboard. And this team has shown no signs of doing that. A lot of the time, they come out after the half. Things haven't worked so well in the first go-around. They want to throw the football up.
The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
And I have to admit, partner, that I've often thought that I don't like this rule, where the offensive player fumbles the ball, goes out of bounds, and they get to keep it.
That's just because you're a defensive guy. That's why you don't like it.
Yeah, you're right. It is a slanted view, isn't it?
But this
They open. They be opening that hole up something.
Usually it's not there for him.
Yeah, exactly right. I actually played for a guy in college. You know what he used to name the sideline? Sammy. Sammy sideline, and use it well.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. They come out here in the eye. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. 7 yards on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and goal.
Now that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Now they'll switch it up, and they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. It's a big loss of 5 there on 2nd down to bring up 3rd and goal. And back at the 8 now, 3rd and goal. An extra defensive back on the field here for 3rd and goal. Now back to throw.
What up?
And he will score. Touchdown, Cincinnati. It's their quarterback. His 2nd touchdown on the season.
I don't know.
And the Bengals able to get this back within a touchdown.
Trying to make a comeback often appears daunting, but the only way to get there, start small, score, and worry about getting the next one after that.
Now after the score, it's Parkey on to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the 2nd half. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. And a big face mask penalty here, 15 yards.
You never want to get your hands up in the face mask area because your fingers can get tangled up there, and that can hurt you as a player.
On the run, here's Marine. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Brad, wasn't that long ago that the guy playing that spot was an outside linebacker type of a guy. Now, as a defensive end, how about the speed that he used to get into the backfield and make the play?
Back to throw. To Vereen out in the flat. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. It'll be a gain of 4. And that'll bring up a 3rd down. So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first.
I'm going to show my age here a little bit. We used to talk about running backs catching the ball as safety valves. Nowadays, they're a big part of the passing offense.
Quit acting like you're so old. You're only 65. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. And the next snap coming inside the red zone here.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory. Defense. Still first down.
Davis now. And this is caught for a touchdown. Now hold everything here. Flag in the backfield. This one might be coming back. So oftentimes you see defensive holding. Here it's offensive holding for the flag. They go play action here on first down. Deep drop.
I did, but I wasn't thinking he was going to throw it. I thought he was going to throw it on my side, to be honest with you.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. He can't. No, bottled up.
Good hit. Oh, let's go. Now watch you get catch about. Damn. You gonna block him? You gonna block him? Oh shit! Get in! God, come on, Sway. Oh my God! How the fuck you get catch by the quarterback? And he got hurt.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
How, Sway?
Trying to pound it into Dixon. And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line. No gain on the play there. It'll be 2nd down.
They're right there at the 1. No gain, but don't let that stop you. Line back there and keep going at it. If I'm them, I'm thinking about going at it 4 straight times.
And he is unable to get in. They stop him at the line of scrimmage. They'll get nothing out of that one, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going to play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. It's their quarterback. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Bengals draw even, and of course they can take the lead if they hit the extra point. Well, there was no secret there. They were in goal line formation. They wanted to pound it in on 4th and goal, and they did just that.
And how about the challenge? That's a challenge to the offensive line, which they eagerly accept. I haven't met a lineman yet that doesn't want to run the ball more than throw it because they get to fire out and really smack someone. And boy, they got it done. I'm sure they were encouraging them on the sideline. Let's go. And let's run the ball as well. And they put it in for 6.
Now after the score, it's Parkey on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they thought they were in striking distance. And to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get into football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit. But get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are. You know, make someone miss in the open field.
It's a pickup of 14 there. And that leads to a Minnesota first down.
And another thing that makes the comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
And he gets it down to the 32. So holding by the offense, and maybe now got to shift up what you want to do on the playbook.
Yeah, definitely. Change what you're doing in the playbook, but boy, the advantage shifts to the guys on defense, doesn't it? Longer yardage situations, they often become bolder.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Call it a gain of 2 as time has run out. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. This one's still anybody's ball game. It's a 1-point difference here as we begin the 4th quarter of play. A nickel back added defensively as they look to stop this 3rd and 8. They'll look to throw here. And he's going to be taken down. Back across midfield, just across midfield at the 49.
Well, Brandon, sometimes I think when we watch games, we're actually watching a living museum because we're seeing the evolution of positions almost with each passing game. How about defensive ends nowadays and the way that they can run almost all the way across the field?
It is unbelievable, isn't it? I mean, they're so strong, but they're so lean, they can move so quick with those bodies.
It's almost unfair. You're supposed to be able to know where a defensive end is supposed to be on every play. These guys flash so quickly, you're not sure where they're going to end up.
31 yards on the punt there. And the Bengals will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. The Bengals offense now, they head back onto the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
If you love pressure,
I love it.
we'll see if they dial it up this drive. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. And in this situation with the lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
It's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Nice job there, right, of just going through the progressions, finding the open man, even if it wasn't for a 25-yard gain.
Everything does not have to be spectacular. The mundane works pretty well in this league, as we just saw there.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th. The Bengals bring out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time.
But it's not been the best game for him, but he definitely tried to get by with a little help from his friend there, tried to create a big play.
Couldn't do it, fell incomplete, but you're right, hasn't been a banner game here in the 2nd half, just trying to get going.
Big thing is trying to keep confidence up and continue to fire.
Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again, and a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Andrew Billings breaking through to get him for a loss of 7. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football before he knew it. He was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack. Out
to the flat. That's complete to his running back. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's got some space here. That one good for 10 yards. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Here's Andy Lee now. He's been terrific so far. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. Taking it about the 16. And an alley to run. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A great play there. 84 yards. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead. So they boost their advantage here in the 4th quarter. And don't get me wrong, you take the points. I guess the only downside is didn't really get to milk any of the clock here in this last quarter.
But they'll take the points because, as you and I both know, here in the 4th quarter, things intensify. And while they may not have taken firm command of the game, it does give them a little bit of a cushion.
And now out comes Minnesota. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before and realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well.
else.
And maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. A dump off to Marine. And he showed a nice little juke, but then the window quickly closed. Call it a gain of 5, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware the ball may come your way.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Davis fighting. He loses the football. Does the big boy have the juice? And he will score. Touchdown, Cincinnati. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that, and that's what they've done all game long.
And he puts it through. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. This Bengal defense now making their way back out onto the field. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And the grab made by the tight end Pruitt. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. It's a gain of 7, and it'll be a 2nd down. A good start there on 1st down. They've got to have this drive.
No doubt about it. Down a couple of scores. They have to find a way to put it in the end zone. Chunk plays, explosive plays. That will be the key to this drive.
And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Perry Riley, and his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. The drive begins with a run by Dixon. Muscles him off. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. 3 yards to go here on 2nd down.
I know that every now and then we get in those meetings with coaches, and you almost want to roll your eyes when they talk about staying on schedule when they're moving the football. But would you say a 7-yard run is ahead of schedule?
4th quarter with a lead, you love that, don't you?
No doubt about it, because staying on schedule is trying to get 4 downs on 1st down. They did that, plus 3.
Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got the 1st down.
Really, niggas?
Before he's brought down at the 42. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. On 1st down, they go with Dixon. And he'll take it inside. Another timeout called by the Vikings now. That'll be their 2nd, so 1 more chance to stop the clock here. And we'll be back. Here we go with 2nd and 7. Here's Dixon. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. And the Vikings with an extra defender in the secondary on 3rd.
Playing coverage here.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And some room to work. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice game. That was a really nice play, being able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. Gone an 8-yard gain, much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted, no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
That would be game. Oh, that would be game. I think I did my best. Huh? Yeah. She, I don't know. I ain't gonna say a lot. Regular season start, bitches. Make the playoffs, dog. Exactly. No, it ain't. Damn. Came in today. Oh. Quake, let him do it. And you let him do it.
like a new paint job on a 4x4. Girl, you gonna have a good old time. Can't let a little bit of rain change your mind. Let your hair down, kick off them boots. For once in your life, let yourself cut loose. Go and get money from head to toe, clean it all. Living in a slimming hole. Listen, about to get dirty in the dirty South. I'm about to show you what it's all about. And don't worry, this rowdy crowd. We ain't scared, but still throwing down. We gonna tap, light that fire. We gonna crank that country. That's it Thursday. Let it rain, let it rain, let it rain. It's about to get dirty. Yeah. Listen, about to get dirty. Girl, your whole life's about to change. Baptized in muddy water, let me hear you say. Let it rain, let it rain, let it rain, let it rain. Listen, about to get dirty in the dirty South. About to show you what it's all about. Don't worry, it's a rowdy crowd. We ain't scared, we're still throwing down. We gonna tap, light that fire. We gonna crank that country. That's it Thursday. Everybody get Thursday. Listen, about to get dirty. Listen, about to get dirty. Come on. Nasty.
whole squad. And don't need no R&R. To regular life, I say au revoir. Hey, living life in the fast lane. May your pain only be. So please come join me. One thing, good vibes only. I just tapped. I'ma fill my cup. Got fireworks. Let's blow some down. Tonight I'm going stupid. Doing things I've never done. We all got one thing in common. We just wanna have fun. Hey. Do what you wanna do. Do what you wanna do. I think I'm gonna do something crazy. Bring a rack, new grill and a bunch of snacks. And where we going? You don't need a map, you don't need a nap, you don't need jack. Except lots of people, some very loud speakers, cold drinks and good. Join me. One thing, good vibes only. I just tapped. I'ma fill my cup.